shortly.
It is really a classic Ford versus Holden war out there tonight. Nearly the entire field of the modified production sedans are either Fords or Holdens. So it's a classic battle out there. And at the moment, there's a couple of Fords on the front row for this second heat with only 1 lap to go for the start, Alan.
Cortina country. So,
well, there's an escort there as well.
Well, that's true. Actually, there's quite a mixture in this one. We've got escorts, Cortina, 2 Cortinas, a couple of Commodores, and a Tirana. So, as you said, Henry versus the General. Craig Williams on pole, so he determines a pace. Jeff Henry very eager to go with him. You can see Jeff looking across, keeping his eye on that black 17 car. Wants to get the pedal down. Of course, only 4 cylinders. He's got to get that thing wound up as soon as he sees the green flag. Lacks a little bit of torque, but Henry gathers it together, slots down low, so consolidates his second position. Craig Williams, so out in front, Martin, doing it quite comfortably at this stage, but the race has still got 11 laps to travel.
Yeah, well, he's the former state champion, so he's got a pretty big incentive as well. He knows what it's like to win a state title, and he'd love to do it again. And straight away, he's opening up that gap of about 40 or 50 metres from Jeff Henry, but there's a big gaggle of cars behind him. Dale Tatnall in the 27 machine, then we go back to Ray Taylor in 22. Going around the outside of the number 4 Gilpin's home Cortina is Barry Yule. Oh, he's found another gear or two as he goes right round the outside of Tatnall, coming up through the highway turn. Tatnall goes out wide and up into Yule, but Yule's rounded the whole field up. He's come from about 6th or 7th back into second place, and a great drive around the outside. Dale Tatnall's pulled to the outside to see if he can do the same, but it's just left the door open for Ray Taylor in the 22 car. Then we go back to Ray Skeggs in 41 and Lee Taylor in 16, the tail ender at this stage.
Certainly is Craig Williams consolidating that lead, but Barry Yule is setting touch. He knows there is still 6 laps to travel, so it's halfway distance. Barry Yule will throw out every challenge that he possibly can. I tell you what, he's wheeling him in at a great rate of knots coming into the highway turn. Craig Williams seems to have plenty of drive, though, in the little black Cortina, but Barry Yule right up behind him, heads down low, looking for the way underneath, can't go through it at that point in time, heads to the outside, blasts around the outside. I tell you what, he's favoured the high line all night. Great passing move there from Barry Yule. Yeah,
I could see that he was going to do that because he caught him at a very rapid rate, and in fact Craig Williams is now slipping back into the grips of the rest of the field because the distance between himself and Dale Tatnall in third place is about half of what it was a lap ago.
It certainly is. In fact, I noticed a few of the guys driving with their visors up, so they obviously don't think there's going to be too much debris thrown up at them at this point in time. Barry Yule driving very, very comfortably out in front, probably extending that lead if anything. Dale Tatnall heading underneath Craig Williams, so Fat Cat in the Team Arts Commodore, the Ampol Exeter machine, up into second position. Great move there from Dale Tatnall, the big fella himself. Skeggsy out against the fence, so as they headed down the back that time, that was a bit of an unorthodox move there, Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see a real battle for third place in a minute because Dale Tatnall's got himself out safely into second. But the pack is starting to close on Craig Williams. Williams in the 17 car. Back behind him we've got Jeff Henry in the number 33 BP Lagana Racing Escort. Then he got up on the inside of him. In fact, G. Williams made an uncharacteristic mistake there and went out wide, left the gap open. That's all the invitation that Henry needed. And Ray Taylor's got a problem in the Blair's Tiger Superman number 22 Commodore as well as he heads to the infield with the smoke pouring out of the back.
Yeah, bad luck there for Ray Taylor in the Blair's Tiger Superbarn machine, but I tell you what, that Yule fella, he's just run off and hit. He's just become the proverbial sheet metal worker. Made the bolt for the door, got the length of the back straight, lead over Dale Tatnall in the 27. Then it's a long way back to Jeff Henry. Henry, of course, driving a superb race in the little Escort. He gives away a fair bit of horsepower to these guys, but certainly gives nothing away in attitude and aggression. He absolutely drives the proverbial out of this little machine. And he's consolidated third position quite comfortably. Skeggsy up into fourth. Little Leroy and Craig Williams having a battle for tail gunner at the moment.
Yeah, I think Craig Williams has probably got a problem there, Alan, because he's gone from first to last in a matter of 2 or 3 laps, so that's bad luck for him. Let's hope he can get it sorted out before the final.
Certainly the case. Okay, white flag out for these guys. Williams just comes past, and here comes our winner, Barry Yule in the Gilpin Homes Cortina. Great win there for Barry Yule. Second home will be Dale Tatnell in the Ampol Exeter Commodore. Third home, a great drive by Jeff Henry in the BP Lagana machine. Ray Skeggs in the Castrol Racing was next, followed by Little Leroy and Craig Williams.